Right then, we're at Weedon Motocross track again. I thought this week I'd do a little review on the track. Seeing a lot of comments on social media, people are asking where to take their kids, so I'll focus on the kids' tracks. So Weedon track is at Weedon Beck, obviously, Northamptonshire. This is one of the tracks, the kids' tracks. Bit difficult to see the whole lot from here. But basically what you've got here is, this is the left-hand kids' track. You've got a middle loop over there, beginner's loop, so they can like warm up on there, or if they're more of a beginner, they can just go round and round and round and get used to the bike, get used to corners. And then you've got this other track down the very end. We call it the bottom track. They call it the turn. It's a bit like a technical enduro-y track. It's quite short, but kids can go down there as well, and they can go down there with their parents. So sometimes my kids will follow me around down there. And it's just nice to get, you know, they'll copy you and you can sort of show them the ropes and they can get used to some bumps and corners and turns. There's no jumps on these three tracks, which if you've got a beginner child is a good thing. You know, just to get them used to technical stuff and turning and taking corners and straights and getting used to their bikes, that's good. And then obviously you've got the main track over there, which I'll show you in a bit as well. But kids are also allowed on there, but on the junior sessions. But over here, you can ride as much as you want. You can ride, they can ride all day if they want over here. There's no sessions, and that's what I like about this track. So this is the bottom track that I was telling you about. It's a bit more technical and bumpy. Kids are allowed on there, as you can see, one of mine's on there. And my other one. You can put kids on here, adults can go on there, and you can go on with your kids, which is nice. You show them the rope, show them some lines or whatever. There's the oval for beginners, the beginner oval. Then you've got the first track over there, which I showed you at the start of the video, and then this one over here. Now this is all classed as this side of the tracklet. You've got all the vans lined up there, and the other side of that hedge is like the other bit of the track with the main track on. Also, juniors can go on that, obviously. So this side is 20 quid. 20 quid, you can go bounce between all three of these tracks all day long. No sessions. Literally, these kids can just ride constantly. If you've got the fuel to put in their bikes, just let them ride constant. Put them on and off as you please. Over that side of the hedge, 30 quid that side. It's sessions on the main track. Adults have got two sessions, red and blue. So fast boys and the intermediates. And the junior section. What I like about down there is you've got everything. You've got this nice smooth loop here, so for start learning on there. The one over there, which is a bit more technical and a few little bumps and more corners. And then this one here is much more technical, and it's just really good for the kids. And to be fair, it's good for adults too. Like if you're new to a bike and you're an adult, it don't matter. Come down there, go on this side, because you see adults all the time around here, just pottering around, and it's nice because they haven't got the pressure on of the sessions and the people behind them trying to race past. So that pressure's gone. They can just relax and chill and ride round. You can ride as slow as you like or as fast as you like. It's really relaxed down here. There's none of this don't start your bike in the paddock or whatever. If you're respectful, you can ride between the tracks apart from where the signs are. You can ride down to there, so if they want to switch track they can ride down slowly. You just got to be respectful, and then they're down with you. If you've got a more advanced kid that wants to go do jumps and stuff, they can go on the main track, which is up through that hedge rail, which I'll show you as well. And that is sessions though. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3 tracks they can go on. Adults can't go on the loop. They're definitely not allowed on this track with the kids, but they are allowed down the bottom tracks. Right then, I'll show you the bottom track now. I'm going to take the kids on the bottom track. There's one of them going. Go on, mate. You're a young adult or whatever and you want a little place to just ride around, you really take your time, no pressure, no one behind you trying to overtake, no sessions, and this is a puck a little bit for that. There's my other lad over there, look. See it? See how it's helped him? Practice for the youngsters you can slow down and do it. Do you get what I mean? You can slow down and just go, right, I'm gonna practice wheeling over these bumps or whatever. But whereas on the main track, you've got a bit of pressure on you because you've got the other riders all racing around. But yeah, overall, this is a good little track just to doss around on basically. And because they're really relaxed up here, you can just ride around this all day if you want. You know, if you start taking the doing race starts up and down the green bit, or wheeling everywhere, or ragging around the beginner's loop, then they're going to come and say something. And all uptight, you know some tracks you get to, start your bike by accident and they're shouting at you, turn it off! You know what I mean? And look at him, he's getting really used to all the bumps. And I think that's important. So I'm going to wait for him now actually. He's going to come down that hill now. By coming down that hill, it used to come down there and just fall off. Now look. He's taking the liner taught him. And he's going up there, lovely jubbly. See, so you're getting progression from them by taking them on here. Without too much pressure to knock their confidence. I'm having to give it some beans to catch it up with him. I don't know where the other son is. Oh yeah. And I can tell you, it's never like this before over these bumps and stuff, so that just shows the progression this track can bring, so we can bring them here quite often. Like, they've been to other tracks as well, of course, but it's a bit smoother. But they were just going round and round and round, they weren't really learning anything. I'm going to go past him and leave him alone now. He shoots, and then he rips off. This is the whole section over this side, so everyone lines their vans up there as you can see. And then you got the track, first kids track, middle kids loop, and then bottom track. Now I'll go show you the adult track. Well, the main track. Obviously kids can come on here too. Already in their sessions, so a bit like any other track, like Washbrook Farm and all that. You'll have an intermediate session, a junior session, and then a faster guys. Where was it here? And out the back, no, down there, out the back, on the fields, back round, and then you come back in here and jump off there. So it's a bit of a shame about that, but honest opinion of Weedon Motocross track is that it's excellent value for money. They're keeping the prices old school, £30 for this side and £20 for the other side with the 3 kids tracks. There's a good variety of areas to ride for all abilities. Even if it's your child's first time on a bike, you can stand anywhere you like. There's a whole load of fields, so there's plenty of room for all parents to get around different parts of the track and just be stood a bit nearby really in case something happens. If your kid's never ridden a bike before, they're ideal to get them started on, because you can just send them off on it and you can literally just stand over the other side and wait for them to come over and so on, and it flows nicely. And then that with the bottom track, the fact that you can go on with your child on your own bike, I think is a massive positive thing about this track, because it's really helped my kids, put it that way. You'll be surprised how much it means to the kids to be able to ride around with their dad. They can either follow you or you can follow them, and so on, and it really helps them progress, and it helps with their confidence. And you're right there if they fall off. The amount of times I've picked my son up off the floor because I'm right there behind him, and to me that's a huge positive about this track, that you can do that, because I don't know any other tracks you can do that at. The track's been here 40 years now, and it's run by really friendly people. There's plenty of room for parking at the track as well. Some tracks can get a little bit too hectic, you can't even get your van in, so that's a good thing about this track as well. There's always room, plenty of room. And they do allow pit bikes here. I see a lot of people asking about where to take pit bikes. They do allow them here. Alright then, unfortunately everything has negatives, but I have only got one negative about this track, and it's not that big a deal. They lost a little bit of land at the back or something, backfield was gone, so that's cut the track down, so the lap length is quite short. That's the only negative thing I'd say. You used to jump out the track and up some straights and round the fields a bit and back in, and it'd throw you back in over this jump near the caravan, and it was really good. It was pucker. So it's unfortunate that they've had to cut that out, but it is what it is. They did what they had to do and have made the best out of the situation. But it's cut the lap length down a little bit, but the owner is going to expand to the left over the old kids track. But for now it's a little bit of a short lap. But on the other hand, it's a positive for some people, because if you don't know the track, you'll soon know it in no time, because you get around it so quick. You learn every single bump in every part of the track, which only boosts your confidence and makes you faster. So on one hand it's a negative, it's a short lap, but on the other hand it's a positive, because you're just going to fly around there and just be confident and learn every part of that track. So overall, price, value for money, perfect. Beginner kids, like proper beginner kids, perfect track. Intermediate kids that want to go a bit fast but not on a main track with jumps, perfect, because there's 3 tracks to choose from, plus the big one. Beginner adults even, that want somewhere to come and learn and not feel intimidated by sessions, jumps or faster riders, this track's perfect, so you can go down the bottom track. Pit bikes, they're allowed on all tracks, main track. I see the question asked so much on social media, where can I take my kids, but they've got pit bikes. Most motocross tracks are saying no pit bikes, no pit bikes. Now, I'm in no way affiliated with the owners of this track. I've not done this video for any personal gain. I've done this video literally because I see so many people asking, where can I take my kids where it's not sessions? Where can I take my kid, he's just got a bike he's never ridden before? What motocross tracks except pit bikes? That's the only reason I've done this video, because this track ticks all the boxes to those questions. They've got a food van and they're open Wednesdays and Sundays, 10:30 to 3:30, half-hour lunch break. So for your kiddies, you're paying 20 quid down on the triple tracks, and they've got basically 4.5 hours of ride time for £20. That's good value for money. So I hope this video's helped a few people. Feel free to give it a share.